Yo, yo, what's up? I know the lighting is kind of crazy right now. And just a little more update, because the whole goal of this channel was, uh, well, actually, this channel I changed it up. At first, this channel was just, my regular channel, but I switched it up. Um, Showing how I'm going to, let's get this right. Words are very powerful. How I'm going to improve my lifestyle. And usually everybody wants to feel better, look better, perform better, live better. And there are seven different ways. Today I'm supposed to talk about intellectual health, which I talked about yesterday, which I was supposed to talk about something else. But, anyways, since I already talked about it yesterday, I'm just going to go over what happened when I did emotional health. So, emotional health, finding a way to express yourself, myself, and one of the ways I figured I can do that is through karaoke, through singing, which, it was I don't know if I should go out karaokeing, okay? Be honest with you. I went out, I'm trying to be talkative, I met a friend. I guess he's my friend. I went out there like, oh, it's your first time? It's my first time. It's like, cool. I only been in Arizona for 3 months. He's all chill, man. Let me get you a drink. I was like, sure, why not? So I only did one drink and a whole pizza, but like we split the pizza in half. But I ended up staying there. He left because there wasn't that many singers. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just keep singing songs and singing songs and singing songs. Might have sung like 4 songs. What songs did I sing? Uptown Funk. They weren't really feeling that. I sang The Little Mermaid, a whole new wait part of this world. Yep, whatever. I sang My Girl by the Temptations. I sung Lizzo, which was a terrible idea. Some songs I had no business singing, right? Might have been like 4 or 5 songs, and that's crazy because usually you get through 1 or 2 songs through a night, but there's nobody else literally in line. So I was just like, I'll sing this song and this song. I'm just gonna go crazy. You know what I mean? Just pick a whole bunch of songs I had no business singing. And what happened was, I had a emotional overload and withdrawal because um, I was only supposed to sing like a couple songs and get out of there. Have a conversation and leave. Whole thing about obsessing about one thing. So after being there, and again, I met one person, and then after he left, he was just getting his haircut. Um, I felt this weird like sense of loneliness after everything shut down because it's like a super high of singing songs, and then like a super low of being alone. So what happened was, came back to the house, and then I felt like really depressed or whatever, and then I just start playing the game. Start playing a game, which I need to stay away from, but it's like an addictive behavior. I don't know if it's better than, well, maybe I don't know if it's better than drinking. Maybe it is. I'm staring at a screen for a really long time. But anyways, it backfired on me because the next day I was super tired. I wasn't feeling that great, but I still needed to handle business. I still needed to pick up my daughter. I still needed to work. So it backtracked me a lot. So I might have to find a different way to express my emotions if I cannot handle that outsideness and um, literally probably have to just go out there, sing one song, and come back. But I can find a different way of expressing emotions. I don't need to do that. I have to go back to the drawing board. Because I said, oh, Thursdays I'm going to express emotions. Or go back to the drawing board. We'll see what happens. But intellectual health. Yes, yes, yes. I went out today with a Spanish speaking group. It was awesome. We were speaking a lot of Spanish. And I realized how much I did not know and how challenging it was to want to conversate and say something, but we're only speaking Spanish. Eventually, we kind of just broke Spanish and said a little stuff in English, but it's a cool group. And my brain was working out. My brain was, yo, I was learning and I was listening and I was using parts of my brains I wasn't used to. And that's what you're supposed to do every now and then. You want to advance in things that you don't know in order to grow. I was looking at a couple of channels. Um, well, one of them, and it's cool. I like some channels. I like my fellow YouTubers that are growing. Why not money? Why not money? I was listening to his channel because he was saving up to $10,000. I think he already got $10,000. He started off with just trying to get $1,000, and me not really being financially educated. I'm gonna listen to that. It's cool that people would take their time and actually give value to people that are just listening, like me. You know, talking about Bitcoin and whatnot. I'm listening. Why not money? That's cool. And other YouTube videos I looked at. You know, what does PJ stand for? But he had there's Daniel. I don't know if his name's Daniel too, but I still don't know what PJ stand for. Anyways, I like watching his channel because um, it's a lot of similarities about being single father. You know, melanated man. He's has a real love and interest for videos, but he's like more, you know, he has a drone, a lot more quality, messing with the music. I like seeing that stuff, and it's also expanding my brain because someone's doing something, when I see someone doing something that seems advanced to me, or wow, how do they do that? And I'm actually looking and learning a little bit from them. You know, it challenges the brain. And yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate anybody out there putting out anything of values out there. Just putting yourself on the line, you know. Not on the line, but expanding knowledge, expanding growth. So I think I'm done with the day. A lot of working, came back. Um, why not money? Says, don't chase money. Don't chase money. I just want to be smart about it. My next goal is to get a vehicle like a Prius. If you have any advice, I want to get no later than a 2018 Prius. No later, nothing older than that. 2018, yeah, nothing older than that. Thinking about different ways to finance it. I was going to go to this credit union. They said if they know it's for like DoorDash or driving or whatever, they won't do it because it's going to put a lot of because it's going to ruin their property, which they're giving you the money, and that's pretty much their car until you pay it off. So them knowing that you're going to be driving it, it's going to take down the value of their vehicle if you don't pay it off, because that's their risk. They're taking a risk. They're giving you money to buy something that they own temporary until you pay it off. So of course, if you're going to do driving and Lyft, you're going to tear down the value of it. But hey, I plan to pay it off, you know what I'm saying? So you're just temporary, that's just taking a chance on them. So I might just, borrow money from them and say it's for my personal use. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And then make the money, because I feel like I can make more money doing driving. And here I go, not chasing money, but you gotta be smart about things. I'm driving anyways. I'm driving for food. I am driving for food. Possibly I can get a temporary job, borrow the money, and then drive anyways. Think about it. Anyways, that's the update. Been yapping enough. Just wanted to let you know. I did my intellectual health video yesterday, and I want to stay on track. I want to stay on track every day. I want to give a video, but I want to stay on track. So tomorrow is supposed to be social health. Sunday, when I go out to that group, and I could talk to people out there. Just let me know if you want me to do that. Okay, I'm gonna do what I do, but it's about being social, and I need to stop being shy. And yeah, that's it. All right, peace out. And remember, one step at a time, baby. Peace.